Have you ever wondered what could happen if you told the wrong stranger the time? Sometimes it takes only one small question to open a doorway between this world and the other. This is the chilling story of Okonkwo, a simple trader whose life changed forever after a stranger asked him, "What is the time?" If you are new here, welcome to Kimbatu, bearer of the old and ancient stories. Grab a seat, relax, because what you're about to hear may haunt your thoughts tonight. It was a hot, dusty Wednesday afternoon in the market. Okonkwo was packing up his goods when a man he had never seen before walked up to him. The stranger was tall, with strange marks on his face and a smile that did not quite reach his eyes. "Young man, please, what is the time?" he asked softly. Okonkwo looked at his wristwatch and replied, "It is 3 o'clock, sir." The man smiled faintly, nodded, and walked away. But 10 minutes later, he returned. "Sorry, young man, I forgot. What time is it again?" Okonkwo frowned, checked his watch again. "It's 10 minutes past 3. The man stared at him longer this time, then walked away slowly. When the man returned for the third time, Okonkwo was irritated. "What is the time again?" the stranger asked, his voice low and chilling. Okonkwo snapped, "It's still a few minutes past 3, sir. Why don't you buy yourself a wristwatch? Don't come back again." The man didn't argue. He just nodded, leaned close and whispered, "It is done." Then he disappeared into the crowd. Okonkwo shook his head, muttering, "Strange people." He didn't think much of it until that night. At home, during dinner, Okonkwo told his sister Adeke about the weird man. She laughed and waved it off. "You know these people. Maybe he has spiritual problems." But that night, at exactly 3 a.m., Okonkwo woke up with sharp stomach pains. He staggered to drink water, lay back down and tried to sleep. Suddenly, his eyes opened, but his body refused to move. His chest grew heavy, his breath shallow. Above him, near the ceiling, a shadow figure stared silently. His heart pounded, his mind screamed, but his lips were sealed. Then, suddenly, the pressure lifted. He gasped for breath, sat up trembling. God, what was that? Sleep abandoned him until dawn. Just before morning, Okonkwo drifted into a strange dream. He was no longer in his room, but in a vast dark space without stars, ceiling or floor. Voices whispered from the shadows. "He showed us the time. His gate is open. Let us in." Okonkwo panicked. He looked down and saw his own body still sleeping on the couch. He was outside of himself. The darkness pressed against him like fire. His soul felt like it was shrinking. He screamed, "I want to go back." The darkness only laughed. At 6:45 a.m., Okonkwo's eyes flew open. He was drenched in sweat, chest burning as though his very soul was overheating. Terrified, he ran to his mother. "Mama, something is wrong with me." He explained everything: the stranger, the pain, the shadow, the dream. Mama's face changed immediately. "We must go and see the Dibia." Together, they journeyed deep into the bush behind Umu stream to the hut of Dibia. The old man had red eyes, either from visions or palm wine, no one knew. The Dibia didn't greet them. He simply stared at Okonkwo and muttered, "This boy has already crossed the border between day and night." He dropped 3 cowries into a pot of water. They sunk, and the water turned black. "What you met was not a man," Obioma finally said. "It is a soul collector. His real name is Ijele, buried without peace. He roams
borrowing time from the living. Okonkwo's blood ran cold. So what does he want from me? The Dibia replied, he wants to live again, and you are now his doorway. Mama begged, Dibia, is there no way to break it? There is, the Dibia said, but it comes with danger. Tonight, you must sleep alone. No lights, no sound, no prayer. This spirit has seen your fear. Now, it must see your courage. When he comes, do not run. Do not speak. Do not blink. Let him speak. If you survive, you will be free. If not, there is nothing I can do. That night, Okonkwo sat trembling in the dark. The house groaned. Wind battered the windows. At 3 a.m., the air grew cold and heavy, and then the man from the market appeared, his eyes now dark pits. You showed me the time. Now show me the way. Lend me your name just for a short while. Okonkwo wanted to scream, but he remembered the Dibia's warning. He stayed silent, though his body shook with fear. The spirit hissed, say your name aloud and I will leave before morning. Okonkwo refused to speak. The spirit shrieked, shadows swirling, then vanished. At dawn, Okonkwo was found unconscious on the floor. A black burnt handprint lay across his chest. The Dibia examined him and said, you were strong, but Ijele is not finished. There are 3 gates he must pass through: your name, your blood, and your breath. You have guarded the first. Now protect the others. Later that day, Okonkwo found a fresh cut on his arm. He hadn't injured himself. That night, his window was wide open. On the floor lay the same market clock, frozen at 3 a.m. The Dibia gave him a special cleansing bath of bitter leaf, charcoal, and palm oil. For 3 mornings, Okonkwo bathed in silence. On the 3rd day, he dreamed again, but this time, instead of darkness, he stood before a gate of light. A voice told him, your time is not his. Your soul has been reclaimed. When he woke, the air felt pure again. Days later, Okonkwo returned to the market. He never saw the man again, but each day, at exactly 3 p.m., a stray dog near his stall barked and circled wildly. He told the Dibia, who said, Ijele may still be searching, but he cannot reach you again. The next victim will be the one who answers his question. Okonkwo shivered. He wanted to warn the villagers, but the Dibia shook his head. It is not in your place. Just protect yourself. Do not answer strangers who ask for the time. From that day, Okonkwo prayed no innocent soul would fall into the same trap. To you, my dear listeners, not everyone who asks for your time is truly seeking the hour. Some are trapped between worlds. Some only need your weakness. If you have experienced strange dreams, sleep paralysis, or repeated signs at the same hour, don't ignore them. Protect your spirit with prayer, clean living, and wisdom. The world is deeper than we think, and time itself can be a doorway. Thank you so much for listening to this story. My name is Kimbatu of Kimbatu the Talebearer. If you enjoyed this tale, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share this with someone who loves chilling but meaningful stories. And to my returning subscribers, thank you. You're the real MVPs. Stay safe, stay prayerful always, and until next time, guard your soul carefully.